Once again, welcome class 9 CBSE with chemistry lesson 1. That is the nature of matter. Now one thing must remember, I am going to concentrate according to the new syllabus issued by NCERT. It means 30% better syllabus from the previous year. So we have to study the first topic in that about the element, compound and mixture. We move towards the simple introduction. Actually, element, compound or mixture are composed of the substance is called matter. So first topic is matter. And first, what is the definition of matter? Matter is anything which occupies space and having some mass. Anything in this universe is called matter. Matter is anything that occupies mass and having some occupies space and having some mass. So we are able to define the matter. Anything which occupies some space means जगह, कहीं भी थोड़ा सा जगह, and having some mass. It's called matter. Okay, very simple definition is there. What is matter? Matter are anything which is present in the earth crust, which is present in the atmosphere, anywhere in the universe, having some mass and occupy some space. That is called the matter. Actually, it is composed of various substances. Various substances is the element, compound and mixture. It is composed of elements having some specific physical and chemical properties. It has physical and chemical properties. What is element? Element are the substance which cannot be broken down into anything simpler with the help of any ordinary physical or chemical process. So first, what is the matter? Matter is anything which occupies space and having some mass in the universe. That is called the matter. Now all the matter is divided into two broad classifications. According to the first broad classification of the matter is composed of two substances. That is called the pure substance and impure substance. Okay, matter is composed of two substances. One is called the pure substance or substances, and second is called the impure substances. Pure substances and impure substances. What is matter? Matter is anything which occupies space and having some mass. Or in all the universe, each and everything is composed of matter only. But matter is classified in broad classification. We are able to classify it into two types. One is called the pure substance and one is called the impure substance. The pure substance is further divided to form, that is, elements and compounds. There are two pure substances are there. One is called element and one is called compound. Okay, so pure substance is actually composed of elements and the compound. Okay, then elements again we are able to classify the element into four different groups. What are the four different groups of the elements? Elements are classified into four different groups. Okay, first element is called metal. Second is called non-metal. Third is called metalloid, and fourth is called noble gas. Anyhow, the noble gases are part of non-metal, but we must concentrate a little bit separate from that topic. The elements are classified into three broad classifications: metal, non-metal, and metalloid. And noble gases. Noble gas actually the part of the non-metals, but we are going to study in some different topics. So elements are classified in three broad classifications, that is metal first, second is the non-metal, third is the metal. What is going to study in this lesson? We have to study all about this. We have to study about the pure substance, which is classified into two parts. One is the element and one is compound. Then we have to study about the various types of elements, okay? Then compounds, various types of compounds. Then impure substance, which is also called mixture. It is also called mixture. Okay, actually we have to study about three important components of matter. One is element, second is compound, and third is the mixture. When we complete this lesson, we must draw this diagram again, this ray diagram, or this is the outline of the brain mapping. We are making it again. Okay, so we are going to the first thing, that is the pure substance. With the definition of the pure substance and impure substance. As you know that what is pure? Pure, something we are considered as a pure. Pure, it means there is no other substance is present in that. That is composed of only one substance. If it's composed of only one substance, then it is called the pure substance. So first move towards the pure substance. Pure substance are the part of matter which is composed of only one type of thing. Pure substance are the part of matter which is composed of only one type of thing. So first write the definition of pure substances. Pure substances. Okay. Now what is pure substances? Pure substances is one which is made up of only one kind of particle. This is made up of only one kind of particle, and these particles may be atom or molecule. Okay, these particles may be atom or its molecule. Now, what is atom? Atom I already told in the bio section. Atom is the smallest substance which cannot be broken into anything simpler. So atom, when combined together, they form the molecule. So what is the pure substances? Pure substances is one which is made up of only one kind of particle. Okay, pure substance. A pure substance, substances is one which is made up of only one kind of particle. One kind of particle. There is no mixing of other particles. Similar, one type of the particle combined together to form the pure substance. And these particles are called these particles. What is particles? These particles are or may be atoms or molecules. Okay, in my section you already learned what is the atom. Atoms are the substance, the particles which cannot be divided into anything simpler. What is atom? It is particles which cannot be divided in anything simpler. Anything simpler. Or we call it, or it is indivisible particles. It is indivisible particles. Okay, so that is about the atom. So what is the pure substance? Pure substance is one which is made up of only one type of particle, and that particle, it may be atom or it may be molecule. For example, what is the example of pure substance? For example, simple called like sodium or sulfur or water. Okay, among these two are the element and one is the compound, etc. There are lots of examples are there. When we complete the topic, we have a lot of examples to explain. So what are the pure substance? A pure substance made up of only one kind of particle. And what is particle? Particle, it may be atom or it is molecule. What is atom? Atom is the individual particle. And what is molecule? Molecule is the group of atom. When atom combine together, it is group of atom. Group of atom is called molecule. Okay, so this is the pure substance. Now move towards the impure substances. What are impure? If pure is made up of only one type of particle, it means it is very much clear what is impure, which is made up of more than one type of particle. If the substance is impure, it means it is made up of more than one type of particle. Okay, we are going to define impure particles. Impure particles. What are the impure particles? Impure particles are mixture of two or more chemically different substances. Two or more chemically different substances combined together to form a mixture. Mixture in an indefinite manner. And what is mixture? Mixture is actually the impure substance. When we move towards the topic, we must explain it clearly. Okay. Now write only the definition. What are the impure substances? Actually, impure substances are mixture of two or more chemically different substances mixed in any proportion. What is your impure substance? Impure substances are, these are mixture of two or more different chemical substances combined together in any proportion. Proportion is not fixed. Any proportion. Okay. Any proportion. What is the proportion? Is the number in any number. They combine together to form an impure substance. What is the example of impure substance? Lots of impure substances are there. Okay, you must take the solution when you combine the sand and the water. You are able to calculate the number of the sand particle, and whatever the thing present in the sand, it contains the clay, it contains the mud, it contains the water. The sand water has a composition of a lot of things. And what is the proportion? Is it fixed that we have to making the sand water, to making the mud water? What we have to take? We have to collect the 5 gram of the mud and 10 gram of the clay and the little bit the 50 ml of the water. Then we are able to make the mud water? No. At any proportion, if these things are combined together, they form the mud water. So muddy water is the example of the impure substance. It means the impure substance, the constituent of the substance is not fixed. Okay, constituent of the substance is not defined. So it is called the impure substance. The constituent substance present in impure substance retain their property also. This is very much important when you study the mixture, that we write in the section of the property. Here we write only the example. For example, muddy water or sugar solution. Let us consider. We have to explore lots of different examples are there. Let's make one thing. You have to make a sweet drink. You have to make a drink that is any sherbet or any cold drink to drink in the home. If any fixed amount is there, your mother told, you have to calculate the 100 grains of sugar and you have to put this 100 grains of the sugar in 1 glass of water. Then you have to mix it well to make your sherbet or make your cold drink. Is it possible? No. All the amount is calculated in the spoon only. You have to take 1 spoon, 1.5 spoon. If it is little bit increased or down, it is not the matter. If there is too much a sweet lover, then you have to put little bit more sugar. If you don't like if you don't have any sweet interest, then you have to put little bit less sweet in that. Or simply make the tea in the home. What happened in the tea? You are giving lots of things in that. You take the water, then you add milk, then you add the tea leaves, then you have to add the sugar. in this condition of the corona or COVID time, you have to add a little bit the ginger, then you have to add the tulsi leaf, then you have to add the black pepper, and lots of things you put in that, dalchini and everything, cinnamon, express, you have put in that tea. Okay, it is in a fixed proportion of all that? No, it is put it in any amount in that in the tea. According to the amount we have to make. You have to make the 1 cup tea or 2 cup tea. But all the substance remain there, and this is called the impure substance. Impure substance means lots of things are there and they are combined like anyway. We are able to identify each and everything in that. When you look after in the bowl of the tea, you see that this is the ginger, this is the cinnamon, this is the tulsi leaf, and this anyhow we are able to identify all the substances. So what is impure substance? Impure substance are those matter in which the constituent substance is not combined in any fixed proportion, and it is actually the random combination of lots of things. So it is called the impure substance. So what is matter? Matter is anything which occupies space, and broadly we are able to classify it into 2 parts. That is called the pure substance and the impure substance. Now we have to move towards the pure substance. Pure substances. In one classification, I already told you, the pure substance is classified into 2 parts. One is called the element and one is called the compound. So we have to further move towards this topic, that is the element, compound, and the next topic is the mixture. Okay, the first topic is the element. Element is a part of the pure substance. So today class we are going to study about the element. Element. Okay, we have to study about the element. So what is element? First question is that what is element? Firstly, this term element is first used by Robert Boyle in 1661. This term element was first used by Robert Boyle in 1661. Okay, so this was the person or the chemist who first invented about the element. Okay, element, this term was given by Robert Boyle in 1661. What is element? Element is actually the simplest thing which cannot be divided in anything simpler. It has its own property. Okay, so what is element? Element is actually the simplest thing which cannot be divided in anything simpler. The definition, a proper definition of element is given by the Levister. The scientist, this is given this definition. So we write here, according to Levister, we are going to define. This definition is given by this fellow, definition of element. Okay. What according to him, what is the element is? Element is a substance which can neither be broken down into simpler substance nor formed from 2 or more simpler substance. Okay, what is element? Elements are actually it is simplest thing. Okay, elements are the substance which neither be broken down anything simpler nor it is formed by the combination of 2 or more substance two or more substances by any physical or chemical processes. Physical or chemical processes. Okay, we are unable to make it. We are unable to make it in any way. सीधी तरह से we are unable to form it. ये किसी भी नहीं बनेगा. So we call it the element. So what is element? According to the Leviso, a substance which neither can be destroyed or broken down in anything simpler or not. It is formed by the help of or with the help of two or more substances by any chemical or physical process is called the element. Elements are moved towards the characteristic of element. Characteristic of element. Okay, now what is element? Element is the simplest thing. It cannot be simplified in anything simpler. It means it is made up of only one kind of atom. It is pure substance. What is element? It is pure substance. So it is made up of only one kind of atom. Only one kind of atom. It is regarded as building block of universe. It means all the universe is composed by this element only. All the universe is composed of the matter. Anything which occupies space and having some mass is called matter. And matter, the smallest unit of matter is element. Everything in the universe is composed of matter only. So what about the elements? How many elements are present in the universe? How many elements we know about the universe? Okay, so there are total 118 known elements are present in this universe. Okay, there are total 118 known elements are there. There are 118 elements or known elements. Okay, elements known till date. But each and every element is not provided by nature. Out of 118, in which only 92 elements are natural elements. Natural element. What is the meaning of the term natural element? Natural element is the element that is given by or provided by the nature. So that element is called the natural element. Out of 180, only 92 are naturally occurring elements. And what about the rest of the elements? Rest of the elements are man-made, are made in laboratory. Are made in laboratory means it is man-made. So what is the now question? What is the reason, sir? There are 118 known elements are there, out of which 92 is called the naturally occurring element, and the rest of the element is called the man-made element because they are made in laboratory.